Welcome to Onivia, League of Legends highlights. These are the best highlights from today's LCS matchup.
Inspired is going towards top.
And I think one of the really interesting things about, Flaggers, he's talked about the meta changing, but also the playstyles have changed. Inspired has been so complimentary towards Quad, and in the regular season, he was 9th out of 8 junglers, by the way, as far as his mid-jungle proximity. In playoffs, he's 2nd, and he has really been... Bwipo's in trouble.
Yeah, Bwipo very, very close to death. Impact going forward for the third hit of the Antofo strikes. The Croc tries to escape, but there ain't no running from the best top in North America. Bwipo running out of time here on the ulti for the Renekton as he jumps in. Call of the Meek heal off of 2. Now Umpty looking for the angle. Bwipo has lost the ult. Flash engage comes out with a twisted advance. And now with a little bit more damage from the bottom lane duo, Team Liquid's about to pick up another easy one. Bwipo drops and Yawns getting the money.
So
half minutes into the game is never the spot you want to be in. Bwipo has to pop the Dominus, expecting some more potential pressure to come in. He's going to use this likely to just try to clear out the wave, but he is in a really tough spot.
Okay, Inspired going for the dive on Impact up here on the top side while Jan has to get away in the 2v1 down in bottom lane. Meanwhile, Impact staying alive for a moment longer, trying to go all out, but it ain't going to happen. Masu taking the kill there while the bottom lane fight turns into nothing. They tried to reinforce Impact with the Senna ultimate. It wasn't enough to keep him alive. Busio barely gets away.
That is very good news for FlyQuest. They needed to pull that off.
This is not good news. Bwipo has no ulti any longer, and it's more money over to TL. 3 kills now as Bwipo dies again, and the tier 1 turret is going to pay the consequences.
Yeah, TL just seemed to be getting more on these trades each and every time. Umpty now has that lock completed. This is kind of becoming the new meta over the Zeeks a lot of the time. People just rushing straight towards that. As they're going to look mid.
Oh, APA gets shuffled back. Inspired looking to make his way into the minion wave with the first bandage toss. APA tries to get away. Quad needs one more hit with a soldier.
HP items. We do see a Mumu sometimes go Leandries into like a frozen heart, but then it's hard to get to a third item as he's going to go all up, pull him under the tower.
Bwipo continues to find himself in tough spots as Impact tries to dash away while Inspired reinforces his top laner. Finally, Impact may have gone too far. Inspired barely survives while down to the bottom lane. Yon has to try to get away down to 100 HP as Masu continues firing. CoreJJ firing off a couple of heals as they try to kite the fight backwards as Busio goes forward and Masu gets locked up. Busio grabs the kill on Yon. Masu arcane shifts in. FlyQuest comes to life. 5-3.
Huge Inspired diff on the top side.
With 30 seconds left before turret plates fall, are ahead 1,000 gold. Particularly impressive considering they were down 1,500.
Oh, Busio hooks in, Umpty's here.
Busio wants it down to the bottom lane. Yon's taken low, but the reinforcements arrive for Team Liquid. Busio is first to die. Quad gets a shuffle, but it's only on the enemy jungler. Inspired arrives, and Umpty flashes back over the wall to safety. FlyQuest brought more men, but they also lost one. Finally getting a trade back at the back end as Masu goes on a killing spree.
APA with Quad using the teleport to the bottom side. They're going to pay this price no matter what, so it was necessary to get that extra kill on side. FlyQuest versus TL at the top, and this one is going to be a trade. Dragon will just get picked up, so it's 1-for-1 now. FlyQuest grab that one, even though Umpty, CoreJJ, and Yon are down here. All you can really do is push the wave.
Busio goes in for the hook, finds his mark onto Umpty, but a nice use of the Bramble Smash to try to disengage it. Meanwhile, Core's going to have to be pulled to safety from Yon, but Yon is already down to begin. CoreJJ now stuck in the middle of 4 enemy players on FlyQuest. Impact makes his entry into the fight, but it might be a little bit too little, a little bit too late. Impact grab the kill on Bwipo to at least get something back for TL, but FlyQuest is out fighting Liquid.
They couldn't even finish pushing the wave because Umpty got hit there for the engage, and the teleport came in early, but Maokai!
The Maokai ulti locks up Busio, who dredge lines forward, only finds his way onto a wall. Team Liquid's attempt.
They've got the numbers advantage, and so K'Sante ult over the wall here to answer one. Quad, this tower is basically dead.
Yep. 2 shots from APA with the extra damage over time on the Grubs will do just that. Umpty now getting caught yet again. Dawning Shadow from CoreJJ, but now he's in danger as APA fires back. FlyQuest has to retreat. They may have overextended, and CoreJJ is grabbing the first kill. FlyQuest thought they had a pinch there. They thought they might have caught Umpty, but Team Liquid thought otherwise.
And the angle from APA was so good.
So we'll end up with all 3 outers here pretty early in the game, as is typical TL fashion. But FlyQuest have been getting a lot of kills for them. might think about it twice, but Inspired has flash. He could ult flash on Amumu.
Impact is already on the flank. Inspired goes in. Nice flash engage coming out with the Curse of the Sad Mummy, but there's no follow-up here just yet. Impact going all out, taking Inspired back over the wall as Busio is down to 50 HP, and APA is going to be the focus now. Whippo takes him down. That's the first kill coming in for FlyQuest, but the rest of their lines are in danger. Quad is under pressure from Impact, who is an absolute raid boss yet again. He cannot be stopped. Masu tries to run away as Impact continues the chase. The third and Tofo strike ain't going to hit. Masu jumps over the wall, but Umpty's ready to follow. It is a 4-for-1 for
Two
team.
support items fully completed with the Moonstone, with the Echoes of Helia. We've seen how big of a problem this champion can be if he's allowed to just be an undeterred healing battery in these fights, and Team Liquid's War Machine is not...
no clue. They have no clue they're on Baron right now.
I honestly don't think there's a lot that they can actually do about it, too, because it's so hard to face check this team.
Well, Inspired doesn't have flash, but he does have a way over with the bandage toss.
Inspired's a man on a mission. He might try to go in and steal it away. Impact's going to try to keep him out of the pit. The Baron is secured, but now is Impact the sacrificial lamb. He wants to try to get away, but he cannot find that exit route. Whippo trying to cut off the rest of TL from being able to escape, but he can't get there in time. Instead, Umpty's ready to try to turn it, but it's still a 4v5. A nice shuffle from Quad, and Masu's got the kill on Yon. Team Liquid may have got the Baron, but everybody's dying as the price.
Guaranteed gold. It's only Dragon number 3. It's not Dragon Soul yet, and it is a Cloud Drake.
And we talked about how Team Liquid does with the APA. Honestly, FlyQuest has been doing this a lot with Quad, especially in the more recent weeks where they've been putting him in the side lane, trying to get as much gold in his pockets as possible. We had heard from FlyQuest members that, you know, Quad is so good, but he's not greedy enough. He needed to ask for more. He needed to take more of the resources. They're trying to do that now.
That thing melts.
Yeah, that turret is already done for. Team Liquid, despite the fact that that power play is still negative, have found great value out of the Baron. But FlyQuest is looking for an opportunity to punish. Masu very low now. That opportunity for a punish ain't gonna look so great now as Impact has to try to get away. Quad ready to engage here with Whippo as they chase after the Cassandra.
Stepping up. They were the ones creating space with their range up onto the tower, up onto the inhibitor, while Yon was just staying out of range with it.
They could potentially wrap on Impact here, but we don't know exactly where they are. They're playing in fog, so Umpty is here to cover now. If Umpty walks in too far, he could be in trouble.
Gonna drop the control ward in the brush as now Impact gets jumped on all of FlyQuest, committing for the kill on Impact. APA teleported in, but now FlyQuest moving
versus 5 defense.
Baron's already below half HP. Umpty is not in the pit just yet. FlyQuest are trying to burn it down. Inspired should be able to smite this, no problem. Baron for FlyQuest.
More gold for their solo laners and wait for that better opportunity.
All right, no soul just yet. FlyQuest controlling at APA, trying to finish off this last remaining tier 2 turret. Still standing on the FlyQuest side. With Impact coming up to reinforce him, it should be pretty easy to get that done. Busio and Whippo are both...
They're also doing this work, reclaiming all of the vision in this area. This is all dark now for FlyQuest, and they're going to look for a pick.
That's the twisted advance on Whippo. FlyQuest made their last play with a 5v1 on the enemy top laner, and now Team Liquid's doing the same thing. 5v4 for TL, but that true shot barrage just
on this bot side, TL has been pretty much choked out. Most of their vision is placed around the Baron on that top side.
Oh, Umpty's very far forward, and FlyQuest is going to go in after him. The Dawning Shadow ain't going to keep him alive as Inspired has to try to get away, and the Sun Disc is summoned up, so TL cannot push further forward. Busio is overextended, and APA is grabbing the kill. 1-for-1 thus far. Quad and Masu still looking for a little bit more, but they got to be careful. There's so much damage on both sides. One misstep and you're dead. Masu.
Watch Inspired, watch Inspired.
Half HP like they're Inspired. Looking for the angle, but not finding anything just yet.
That was Pixels from bringing an Amumu ultimate right there.
Yep.
That was so close. The plane just barely goes up towards the Baron, and now they're actually going to trade it. They're going to try and put pressure on Baron. It technically is a Kalista.
It's so slow, though. By the time they get there, they're going to spot it with the Ezreal. Oh, this could be problems here for TL. We'll see if FlyQuest can actually respond.
Whippo just flashed to try to catch APA, but it didn't work. Now Team Liquid still going after the Baron, has it secured. They're ready to try to escape using the power of that mist from the Senna.
Outrange by both the Azir and the Ezreal. It can be tough, so you can't be too squishy.
Remember, Whippo, no flash, but an engage comes out from Inspired. He's too far forward yet again. There is no follow-up on the Amumu. No matter how many targets he hits, it will not matter. Team Liquid now with a 5v4, still with Baron for the next minute and a half. FlyQuest are going to have to really dig in to defend this one.
It's going to get so tough for FlyQuest. They need to depend on Quad. His wave clear is so critical at this point. This is monstrously strong, but look at mid lane. Bot lane is already open. Mid lane is about to fall down as well.
Impact catches Bwipo, brings him back over the wall, and there is no escape. Sundisk summoned up on the ruins of the freshly destroyed Tier 3 turret here in the mid lane, as FlyQuest still has all 3 inhibitors intact for now, but Team Liquid is looking to change that and change it fast. Mid lane inhib should be the first to drop. Bottom lane inhib will fall to APA right after. Top lane inhib. Next in line is Impact and CoreJJ. Put the finishing touches on that one. Inspired will respawn in about 2 seconds, but it's still half a minute until Bwipo is back on the Rift. Just about the same timer as the Baron buff here for Team Liquid. First Nexus turret nearly dead already. Inspired looking to follow up with Boostio. They want to find the engage, but it ain't going to work out. Inspired is already dead, and APA's on a rampage. Impact leading the charge. The Nexus turrets about to fall. Try as they might, FlyQuest cannot withstand Team Liquid. And it's
you have a Maokai, but in a lot of team fights, especially if you have range with MF and Corki, you're kind of just throwing out your ulti and playing at a distance, so
Bwipo could be in trouble. You could lose a lot of experience, a lot of minions off that, and that's why I think they went so aggressive, because it was post-TP.
Oh, nice use of the Pathmaker there to knock Bwipo back into the waiting arms of Umpty, who was still in the brush, but Bwipo stays alive. Inspired trying to chase after Impact. The roam from Quad, and Umpty burns its first blood for FlyQuest.
Ooh, Quad!
We're all on Bwipo's Renekton, and with a champion like that, so much of it is not falling behind the pace of the game, because you want to be that big threat. You want to be that powerful bruiser that dives in and actually has some sort of kill potential. Mountain Drake claimed here by Inspired, going to be traded with no fight from either side for the Grubs going over to TL the other way. As Bwipo pops Dominus, Impact's ready to go all out and try to drag him back closer to Umpty. There is no flash available on Bwipo any longer, and now that Impact has his ulti, he should have enough damage to make this work. Meanwhile, back over in mid lane, CoreJJ is going to be the focus, and Quad's looking to grab yet another kill. APA tries to escape while Bwipo wastes a lot of time for him up here in top lane, but it ain't going to be enough. A 1-for-1 trade across the Rift.
Great job by
FlyQuest, and it looks like Inspire's just going to go ahead and start it up anyway. Amumu very good at clearing these out.
And it's the timer for your mid.
Renekton's going bot, though.
They want to make the play in bottom lane. Bwipo looking for the angle here with the TP flank, but a nice interrupt coming out from CoreJJ. The hostile takeover chases after him, but it ain't going to find the bottom lane duo of Team Liquid. Bullet time to try to clear out the wave. Yon stays alive for now, but he ain't going to survive the dive. Boostio gets away with 150 HP.
Did he escape? But they had to keep running, and they tried to clear the wave instead.
And I really like that they forced that as Masu.
Yeah.
Got out here, no cleanse.
Masu was not ready for the ultimate of Umpty to cut off his escape route. Jan's getting his first kill of the game.
That flash that you called out, to be able to flash in, stop the bullet time, keep the minion wave there, allow the dive to happen, and that forced a response from Impact, which was a little bit late, so they got that skill really well. So they've got to be feeling pretty damn happy, I think, about their spot.
First turret bonus as well. And during this enlightening discussion, we have had full vision takeover of the red quadrant of FlyQuest jungle and an attempt on Impact's life. Well, not a very...
Yeah, I don't know how scary this really is because it's Bwipo and Inspired. There's not a lot of damage there. Impact is summoning up some help as APA arrives first. Quad's going to arrive with a teleport of his own. The big ulti is ready here from the Dragon, but Inspired is already dead. FlyQuest wanted to make a move on Impact, but they just didn't bring enough guns. One more shot is all they need, but Impact with a rare miss on the third Intofo strike. Let's see if Umpty and CoreJJ might be able to finish this off. Not quite yet. Bwipo escapes. Inspired falls.
And meanwhile, I got to see on the minimap, maybe we can get a replay. It looked like Jan went into the Raptor Pit and ultied over the wall to clear the wave, so he wouldn't actually get spotted and interrupted by Boostio on that. So was able to clear that out.
Umpty taking some shots from Masu as he and CoreJJ try to exit.
Vested flash for it, and Bwipo actually got to leave.
Whoa, happy spawn!
Wait a second.
Umpty, I don't think Umpty's going to be very happy about that one. Twisted advance, tries to stay alive, but it ain't going to work. The execution from Quad secures the kill. And critically, it happens as the Drake has spawned. FlyQuest already has the first two. If they secure this one, they'll be at sole point on an Infernal map. But Core and APA are moving in to try to stop him. Inspired drops the ulti, just trying to lock up CoreJJ, who can't escape. Quad's on a killing spree, and Yon has to flash out. APA still firing back at him as Inspired limps away from the fight. The Dragon is still standing, but another Dragon is ready to continue pushing the fight forward for FlyQuest. Quad very powerful in this Aurelion Sol, and FlyQuest will maintain control over the Drake. APA trying to get it. However, they've got total control over the Drake situation, but only the single grub, no turrets
so
to their
much plate gold. He's stealing away jungle camps. You know, he's getting really, really strong. When you get to your third item IE, you have so much AD, and then after the Abyssal, he was still going more MR. But I do think this is a really risky build, but I do think it's defensible because it's not just about having magic resist, it's about being aggressive too.
Yeah. Impact trying to get away there with the Pathmaker as he goes all out, and Inspired's going to be locked up here on the front line, but Impact is incredibly low. Umpty has to try to get away from Quad as CoreJJ goes in for a big engage, but it's not on anybody valuable. Now he's burning away to the Leandries. Whipple's on the front line, but again, the Sterex Gage saves the day. Somehow nobody on Team Liquid is dead, but they are all in a critical state. Impact and APA are still trying to escape. The Blast Cone might be their only chance, but Masu jumps back over the wall. The Mystic shots are flying, and Team Liquid is trying to get away. They will not do it. A shutdown from Masu as APA drops, and Impact is running towards the FlyQuest base. Masu just needs one more Mystic shot to put him in the dirt.
Masu with the chase down.
Value in this game. TL again just going to be starting up the Baron, seeing if they can actually sneak something away, but this time you don't have the ability to secure this that fast.
Both top laners are on the other side of the rift right now. Impact interrupts the TP from Whippo. Inspired is in the pit, and he steals the Baron away from Umpty. Team Liquid trying to get themselves away now. Another nice bandage toss coming out from Inspired. FlyQuest pull off the heist, and they get everybody back away. Impact with a teleport in now. Remember, Whippo cannot match. He's got to go around the long way. He wants to try to cut off Busio, but it ain't going to work. A flash away from the FlyQuest support now puts Team Liquid in very dire straits. A killing spree for Masu, followed up by the rest of FlyQuest engaging. Team Liquid running for their lives as APA is going to get cut to pieces. Bullet time finds a little, but it won't find enough. A double kill back over to Whippo. Only one left standing on Team Liquid.
FlyQuest take control of the entire game. Inspired. He slowly walks up and steals their Baron in the face of a Maokai that has a Q Smite combination. Inspired gets it, and then after... Yeah, a little early to end.
Yeah.
Maybe just a little bit. But FlyQuest still
like the ambition.
In total control over the game. They tried to use the Aurelion Sol ulti there to get the pick on the enemy top laner, but it ain't going to work. FlyQuest still going after the Sol. Umpty wants to try to contest it. He walks in and he steals it away. Nice moves from Umpty. But what about the rest of the fight? Whipple's diving in after Yawn, but he won't be able to find the distance here just yet. Now gets locked up in the front. Impact going all out, taking him back over the wall with the Sterex Gage again, doing so much heavy lifting. Yawn is trapped. There is no way out of that one as Quad flashes back away and can continue slowing everyone down with the Breath of Light. It's 3 dead on TL. They might have stopped the Dragon Soul, but at what cost?
Yeah, and Quad didn't get the assist tag on that last kill. Otherwise, he could have chased and they would have killed everybody. But this is just looking completely over here. FlyQuest chasing after APA.
They'll get away, but man, all they can do is watch as FlyQuest continues just moving forward undeterred.
Yep, able to take down this tower as well as mid lane. Look at that, Masu's whacking away on this turret too. 50% of the life of this.
He's actually going to die really fast. The AD carry is here. So now TL is really trying to play this hit and run style. They've got to look to escape.
Whippo is not tanky. Remember, no ulti, no Sterex. The ulti about to come back now because of the incredible amount of ability haste in the build. But all right.
Still give respect to this Baron, but they actually take mid priority.
He's coming. He actually was pinging that he was looking for a flank, but he spotted.
Oh, Inspired went in for the bandage toss on APA, but it ends up getting cleansed by the QSS. Now Whippo versus Impact off to the side. Whippo with the ulti once again. Impact trying to get himself away. CoreJJ trying to provide any sort of help that he can, but it ain't gonna matter. Quad's already on a rampage, and Impact is made out of paper. Whippo continues leading the charge. He's got the Sterex ready to go again. Hostile takeover over the top of everybody, and APA almost dies to his own teammates.
Trying to get the push through mid, hoping that it'll go down slow enough that they can look to react. Whippo has no ulti. That's just about the only thing working for them. But look at Busio. He's positioning for a big ulti.
Quad also has a massive ult that he can drop on this team fight, and now Team Liquid's ready to go in, Inspired in the middle of everybody looking to lock him up as Busio tries to kite off to the side, but Masu's already dominating and APA's already dead. Hostile takeover over the top. Everybody on Team Liquid's going home in body bags. The graveyard is packed tonight, and the tombstones got horses on them. FlyQuest 5-0.
FlyQuest crushed the fight there. APA tried to go big, tried to look for a pick onto Busio, but Masu handles him easily.
Quad and Masu taking over. FlyQuest hit back 1-1.
FlyQuest 20-3, 11,000 gold ahead. Team Liquid is going to have to reconsider how tough this is.
And Renata can really struggle against these ranged enchanters in the bot lane. You know, a lot of her strength is about playing against these melee champions, denying engage. A possibility, perhaps, but you know, we'll see if they do walk up, because if they do, there is that chance that they could get jumped
back. Yawn has to flash, trying to survive a little bit longer. Mystic shot hits, but the barrier blocks most of it. Inspired down to 200 HP, but he doesn't have to flash to escape the turret. Meanwhile, back in the top side.
Still got a kill, so things pretty even in that regard, but it's well played by the TL. 2v2 to be able to find.
Yeah, Busio's coming around from the side. This could turn into a 3v3. Umpty's coming around, but he's still trying to finish off the Krugs. CoreJJ is very low.
Two turret plates mid for APA with all that constant pressure. Quad will get back, but APA goes for the reset. Now he's got teleport.
Here. I don't think he's been spotted just yet.
There is that ward on top of the Drake too, so Inspired knows exactly how fast or slow Umpty is doing this objective. Busio gonna hasten Masu as FlyQuest is ready to make their approach. Dragon's still at about 2/3 here. Yawn and Core, I mean, to just try to distract the bottom lane duo of FlyQuest. The Dragons.
Their call are not giving you the trades on the other side, although Inspired is
looking for it.
Okay, Impact face checking the brush here. Finds Whipple and Inspired waiting for him. Flashes away, wants to try to survive as APA connects, but not onto the right targets just yet. Busio still trying to get away.
Nigel and Eclipse were both trying to move up, and they even met and started scrapping in the jungle.
Set of grubs. Both teams are going to be
the entire tower. This wasn't even hit yet. They got all 5 plates and the tower. That is so much gold going TL's way.
Game.
Impact had the read. I gotta give credit. Impact had the read. He went backwards with the Pathmaker. We were clearly expecting him to go forwards into that gank. He says, I don't know where your jungler is. No one's responding to play mid lane. I think he might be here.
He's got out to drag Whippo back over the wall, and Umpty's coming in to help him to turn this into a 2v2. Make it a 2v1, make it a beatdown as Whippo can't do anything but try to get away from Cassante. That true shot barrage was coming from Whippo's own team. It's not like it was going to do a whole lot to stop Impact. Whippo still trying to get away here. At least forces Impact to flash to kill him. But man, if that's the only thing you can look... Impact for MVP. I'm on the campaign trail. Available for Quad. That is also an X factor that could change into the ground. Inspired tries to escape, but Umpty does a nice job there with a Bramble Smash to set it up. Team Liquid.
That's a Maokai Master right there. I like that little bump. So the fans asked earlier, you know, how does Spawn's belt work, or how does it feel?
What now, right? They could be looking for that wraparound, so he's not going to fight him for it. He's just going to back off. You know, you do get that objective bounty, which is a nice little chunk of gold.
Not looking too great. Team Liquid might just try to hard force it down. Not quite going to have the damage here just yet. One more side, though. They're going to fire off the Maokai ulti. Now, Whippo... Okay, he's fine. He's fine. I was a little bit worried there. Pulling. Throws CoreJJ right on in there, but a TP about to arrive from Quad as FlyQuest is ready to take the fight, but they got to be careful because Masu's already down to 20% HP. Quad has the Sky's Descent. He might look Ruthless Predator, but it ain't going to be enough. There's so much damage coming out from TL. The ulti finally hits from the Aurelion Soul. FlyQuest is going to find the kill.
Yeah, they got separated there and say, nope, we just have to fight it out now and decide the game.
Ultimate. So that thing is totally gone.
All right, Soul secured by TL. FlyQuest still moving forward, chasing after him a little bit here. A nice handshake coming out from CoreJJ. Inspired gets an ulti. It's followed up. The alligator delivery system. APA's happy to accept the package. It's a triple kill back for the Corki. Make it a quadra. This might just be what APA's looking for. He goes in. Pentakill.
Dominates the team fight. TL get the soul, and they're going to get the game.
The rich get rich as TL strike back again.
TL had a rough game too, but clearly they came into the attention they needed, and Team Liquid is giving FlyQuest a knuckle sandwich. They're moving to match point, 2-1.
0-0.
Obviously, this time it would have gone top. I just wanted to shout that out.
That's fair.
Because I do like it.
It's also an impact special. He has a few of them.
Because Inspired got the sneak start on his red quadrant, and so it's really forced.
Nice lockup on
Got no
Quad
E.
there. Umpty knocks him down to half HP, but Bwipo has made a rotation over to join this fight. Inspired is ready to tip the odds.
We have seen
Senna is going to be so hard to punch through. You are full physical against two people who can stack infinite armor.
Well, FlyQuest has come to at least try to smite fight, try to contest for this. But FlyQuest just have the manpower. Flash in from Busio, going after Umpty, who uses the Arctic Assault to get away and drag Busio with them.
Constantly visiting. He does have ult.
Yeah.
I mean, Masu's got flash and barrier.
Leona, that focus ain't gonna be the answer Team Liquid wants. Inspired continues chasing. Masu with one more shot, and it's right through Jan's heart. FlyQuest 1-0 in the scrap.
Another lane gank from Inspired. Lane ganks Dragon plus the Void Grub, since lanes on bottom side. TL have kept their bottom lane there, and Umpty
with the 4-man dive, Impact nearly dying to the turret, but it ain't going to be enough. TL gets the job done, while the Grubs are claimed by Inspired on the other side of the map.
Cost them quite a bit to get it done, but they did do it. They didn't lose anyone, and they likely will win this race here down on the bottom side, because it's just Masu hitting that tower up on top lane. It's going to cost them the Grubs as well, but we'll see how much.
Tempo, quote-unquote, play is kind of there. It's just the extra flash at the end. You know, if you're going for the minion wave, maybe like resign yourself to the death. Still, though, FlyQuest keep up Grubs for themselves, so they do keep that pace up. And if you're...
That being said, I mean, the gold is still very close, so as long as TL set up well,
oh boy. Here goes that Crocodile once again. Bwipo with a nice heal to keep himself alive. Might just walk away from it. Well played for the FlyQuest top laner.
Yeah, not enough damage to finish him off. Bwipo gets out. He's cashed out the call. He's on one item, and maybe FlyQuest want to take a look at Umpty here. They're setting up for it.
Yeah, Umpty just face checks right into the barrage. Tons of CC comes down, even through the Dawning Shadow. Umpty just eats so much damage as the arrow arrives from all the way away. Masu even getting involved in it. FlyQuest 3-1.
Huge counter.
All on Jan to be able to kill him off, and this is a fully completed item for Bwipo. He has the ulti available, so he's able to pop that, get a big heal off of that Q, and then just back, stuns up core, slice and dice to safety. Well played.
This guy's a living emote, man. Everything is emotable, as you can see here. Sejuani's tanky. Glacial armor is great. You can face check a lot, but you can't face check that. Now Bwipo going in 1v2. He knows he's got backup coming. Quad arrives, ready with a lightning crash, and Umpty Sejuani is suffering in this game 4.
Another counter from FlyQuest. Again, they're so ready for Team Liquid in every play that
they... in movie theater, okay. Well, you said let's move on, and they just dragged it back.
You could have just let him... Okay. Let's go into the Rift Herald fight now, as Inspired and FlyQuest do not want to let Team Liquid get this. When FlyQuest are currently the ones with the lead, the Herald is going to be secured by Umpty here on the front line with the Dawning Shadow, looking to keep him alive as Inspired dives in. APA needs the damage, and the Ornhorn sets him up beautifully. Make it 2 for Team Liquid, as Bwipo has to flash the wall. Quad wants to go in with a lightning crash. He only gets 1. Masu slowed up by Umpty. Quad still fighting, still kiting, still shooting back into Team Liquid, but APA's ready to play. Masu and Bwipo versus 3 for TL. APA finally drops. Masu's fighting, but Team Liquid's winning. Holy cow, what a fight!
It's an absolute bloodbath. He couldn't actually just electric slide over the wall into the fight early on. And as a result, even with all the damage from Masu, FlyQuest still loses out, and now it's a slight gold lead for TL as we fight for this third dragon here.
All right, the Herald that Team Liquid earned in the previous fight is just going to be used as a distraction in mid lane while TL begins.
Here we go, look at Bwipo.
FlyQuest has already claimed the first 2. Bwipo looking to come around from the side, but APA is very strong, tries to Valk back away, but stunned up. Masu with the clutch ulti, and now Bwipo can keep pressing forward. Team Liquid collapses. Impact's in the middle of no man's land. FlyQuest just hit a crit on the whole mid game.
Bwipo's got teammates. The Ash Arrow over the wall, the jump forward from Quad. They follow.
Not that much of a threat.
So they do stop the mid push, but bottom push is still going to be there. So that should be an even richer Renekton. This is going to be new rich man on campus. It is Bwipo most fed in this game. Ash Arrow, beautiful follow up there. and instantly killing the target.
And I got to give credit to Bwipo. You know, the last couple games, it has been a top diff for Impact. This time, he got that early first blood onto Umti, and he has really ran away with it. He's nearly 3,000 gold ahead of the Ornn.
Busio going in for the Zenith Blade. Solar Flare ain't going to find anybody, but Bwipo is once again here on the front line. Impact teleports into the middle of everybody, but he's not. Very tanky. Couple more auto attacks get it done, and Bwipo's claiming the kill. FlyQuest ain't done yet. Team Liquid continually getting pushed back. Umti and Impact, the front line, the tanks, the meatballs on Team Liquid are not withstanding.
The time to utilize your Ornn ultimate. It's really good job from FlyQuest jumping on that teleport location.
And I'll say, one of the things that's tough with Ornn is you can't side lane very well at all. It's weaker for this next team fight. And FlyQuest really wants to win that one, secure the soul, and really take control of this game. Ash Arrow.
Oh, nice. Ash Arrow forcing out the cleanse from Yawn. FlyQuest getting a summoner spell off the back of Bwipo being forced away. Bwipo's waiting back at the base. He has the TP. If this turns into anything more, Impact has one of his own, but he's far less of a threat.
The missing cleanse also a problem now for TL because you could have a flash play from Inspired potentially at this next dragon. These are tools that won't be back.
Bwipo's looking at the teleport ward in the Raptor pit right now. You can see him in base. The Crocodile hasn't moved. There he goes.
He's ready to go. Umti's going to be your target here at the very beginning. The Solar Flare lands on the core JJ and Yawn. Yawn can't get away just yet. The shutdown on Quad. Team Liquid's running him over. Impact got the kill on Busio. It's 3 dead in FlyQuest jerseys. And Team Liquid with a tidal wave in the mid-game to bring it all back.
Impact put him into the bouncy house there, knocking them all up with the ulti, then charging into the wall, getting so many knockups, so much done there by Impact, even from behind. Bwipo couldn't. That was huge.
All right. Choo-choo! The trade is here. Oh my.
So is the Baron, though. Team Liquid going after it, but they don't burn it incredibly quickly. Now FlyQuest is coming in yet again with the Maokai looking to lead the way. Impact on the front line, soaking up some of the damage, but immediately Busio drops. Inspired at half HP, trying to get away now too. Bwipo has to be the X factor here. Team Liquid still in the Baron, still trying to bring it a little bit lower. Inspired coming around from the side, looking for maybe a flank. Masu peppering them with damage, but it doesn't do a lot. Bwipo jumps into the middle, survives with Steric's Gauge. Impact is about to die to Masu. His quad firing. Team Liquid is aced. FlyQuest, massive play.
Quad with the triple. They evaporate Team Liquid and will take the Baron. FlyQuest is hitting them all and burning them all.
I want to see
down.
team fight damage. I want to see how much damage he got done in that because that looked insane. Like the initial press of the ulti hit multiple members and he was just ricocheting through
the angle. The twisted advance.
Also kind of cool to note, the Knight's Vow that Inspired purchased, he is actually on Bwipo, the front line here for the beginning of the fight. You can track to see if he
Quad. He's trying to find an angle.
They're looking for this. Inspired and Bwipo taking a little bit of damage now as Inspired jumps into the back line, going after Yawn, but he's going to be protected for now. Bwipo still looking for some of the damage, goes after Impact. A nice ulti coming through for the Ornn, but it ain't going to be enough. Quad's already on a rampage, and Team Liquid can't get away. FlyQuest wants Silver Scrapes. FlyQuest wants Game 5, and they are marching down mid lane.
It's Quad with the Quadra. Zeri Gaming, baby. He is taking over this one.
You got Leona here chasing APA around the map, trying to make sure he doesn't get an easy recall while the rest of the team goes mid.
Exactly. Look at the death timers. 20 seconds or more for everybody on TL that's not APA. Busio just keeping him away from the defense angle. There goes your inhibitor turret. Inhibitor should fall now, no problem. Nope, they're just going to leave it up. FlyQuest
and they wouldn't be able to deny them FlyQuest with the Cloud.
Yep, going to be able to grab it. And man, I thought this front line for TL was going to be such a problem. It is a level 3.
They're just trying to go for a Hail Mary here. Yep. All right, TL wrapping around from the side. The zap ain't going to do a whole lot here in the brush. Bwipo leading the charge. Here he goes. The Dominus ready. Umti's the target. FlyQuest have found the trap. They do not care. They will turn it on its head, and they're about to find a second kill with Impact and Umti both out of the way. Surely FlyQuest have a clear path to the Nexus.
That's going to do it. Send us to Silver Scrapes. Let's see FlyQuest with their Cloud Soul run straight for APA. Wow, good chunk here on Damasu, though. The defense from TL, only 3 members left alive to try and do.
Trying to at least get something off the back of the core JJ, slowing him down. A TP coming in. Impact summons up the Ornhorn, wants to make sure he doesn't get interrupted and can still find the second. Can't escape it. FlyQuest push stops.
Yeah, they're able to peel for APA there. The arrow
Pressure
hit him
against Team Liquid.
Yeah, someone's going to have to go answer it, and then they're going to have to give up the tier 2 at the same time, pretty much guaranteed. Impact did hit 15, and Inspired looking to go.
Yeah, Inspired's using the ult. That's your go button for FlyQuest. They're going to hard force the tier 2 turret down as Umpty and the rest of Team Liquid are forced to fully disengage.
Just this poke is kind of hovering around the side. Right now, Yawn is very split from the team. He's in an awkward spot. They're going to look for him.
Gets flat. APA's all the way back in the very back lines as Bwipo soaks a ton of damage here in the front. Way into the base. All the way into the face of Team Liquid. FlyQuest rises to the occasion and
seeing the evolutions based on the things that are changing.
Oh, that's what was happening. But now the extra man is brought up. Umpty's ready, goes in for the blooming blows. Here comes the sleep. Bwipo taking a nap. A little bit more damage is all they need, but the turret shot's gonna make it a 1-for-1. That was critical for Bwipo to get that money.
And even though Umpty goes down,
where he goes in the clone, some of the damage misses. It allows him to stay on Umpty just long enough to get that hit down and get that counter kill back, because I think if he doesn't get that back, he's toast.
CoreJJ could be in a bit of a rough spot now as Masu and Busio are opening fire, but Team Liquid has more men. A Pathmaker from Impact, and he goes all out to drag Busio back. Yawn flies over the wall with a killer instinct, and that's a killing spree for the Kai'Sa. Masu has to flash, or he
now start stacking the objectives after they have their early lead. Just such a good reminder of how good they are and how methodical they are after getting these early leads.
It's also worth noting there's going to be no real front line for FlyQuest. It is going to be a Liandry's rush here for Inspired on them. Exactly.
Namely, you can save that one for mid lane. It will one-shot the mid lane tower currently, so just finish up top side here. The classic, give all the money to...
FlyQuest will, as they are not really positioning for it. Inspired just coming out of base now. That mid lane tower going to fall. And should
finish up with this tower in time for any sort of counterpunch from FlyQuest. They go mid and they will be able to get the mid minions down, but they're actually trying to bully out Team Liquid from the vision around Dragon first.
I like that TL slow played this though, because now the flash is just about back up here for Yawn, so I think that's what they were waiting for. They didn't want to go too early and risk giving up that bounty.
All right, FlyQuest ready to challenge here for the Drake. Top laners both having their teleports ready and available to join. You're going to see Impact already channeling his as the Drake is stolen away by FlyQuest, but Inspired is about to drop. He will not be bailed out. Quad gets one back onto Umpty, so both junglers die, and FlyQuest critically secure the objective.
The call from FlyQuest, it's, well, they're not even done yet.
Impact, the Pathmaker, can escape FlyQuest's chase. Nothing more to find.
But that's always the way to go about these early Dragon contests, is everybody focus immediately jumping on enemy jungler so you can get the early smite.
But they aren't going to get it.
Yeah, they actually got juked there. A Yawn Killer Instinct to the clone, I believe. So actually went to the...
He's trying to do the like super cheapo on sale tank items of the ruby crystals that you love, Flowers.
That's 3 of them. That's a lot of ruby crystals.
It is. It's a lot. He can fit another one in there if he wants to when he goes back to base, but... FlyQuest, are posturing here around mid lane, looking for some sort of an angle. It's just, they're going to go now.
Oh, they want the engage, and they found a beautiful pick on the APA. The shutdown credit over to Inspired. FlyQuest fighting back 22 minutes into the game.
Inspired, just a heads-up play there. Flash in on the Maokai, onto APA. The Corki down, and they make the move quickly. Like Cleaver on top of it. Definitely could be the difference maker. The first time we finally see him off something besides the Renekton.
Yeah, and was put into a really tough spot, from the level 1 here. STL gonna likely collect this.
Yep, they got the tier 2. Inspired and FlyQuest trying to lock him up. Bwipo makes his entry into the fight, but it's not enough here just yet. Counterattack from Team Liquid. Explodes Inspired. And with the enemy jungler dead, Team Liquid's got control over the rift.
Yeah, that's a Liandry's Maokai if I ever saw one, man. He went down in a hurry there. The initial engage looked explosive from FlyQuest, but now TL has no reservations about starting up this Baron. They're going to force the hand here of FlyQuest. Do they give it up?
All right, Busio will be the first one to walk towards them. TP looking to bring the full might of FlyQuest back in here as Bwipo's ready to rejoin. Baron's already down to 4K. There is no jungler for FlyQuest's side. Masu is poked down to death's door as CoreJJ re-engages on Bwipo, and now he's going to try to find his exit. Bowling ball misses from Lilia as Bwipo is sacrificed. Team Liquid get the Baron, and they get Bwipo on the side.
That is a big one. FlyQuest now, they have to go into full defense for a long, long time. Item Kai'Sa, it is Yawn here with the Nashers on top of the Rageblade and Shiv that he started with. 5 kills for him. that damage is just too much.
And quietly, APA's on 3 items now as well. He's got his rapid fire done. We can see Umti's actually working towards his 3rd item. He has Zhonya's that's ready and willing to be used. And Impact is getting very tanky this game. You can see all the damage put out by those TL carries. It was a nice attempt from Bwipo and Inspired, but Quad and Masu weren't connected.
Wasn't enough, but Bwipo is looking for APA yet again. Beautifully done from FlyQuest. They get the kill on the Team Liquid mid laner, and they don't lose anybody just yet in the process. CoreJJ making a 2 for nothing for Fly on the defense.
Wait, there could be some objective bounties here if they try and push. I mean, the death timer for APA is an extra, like, even Bwipo down there for another objective bounty. This is at the cost of a hard push mid, though. Yeah. So FlyQuest leaving Bwipo to get that objective bounty on bottom side means their mid inhibitor towers.
These objectives, when you have K'Sante because of the Pathmaker providing the scene and save their structures.
Sometimes you just make the call. We cannot win the fight.
Hawk shot, followed by the immediate Umti doesn't care. He's going to start it up anyway. Honestly, Lilia and Kai'Sa can do this plenty fast with just the 2 of them, and right now, that's the name of the game as Core. And it's CoreJJ with a crash down defensively. Impact still running, Quad still gunning. Beautiful engage coming out from Bwipo, and Impact is down. Meanwhile, Inspire's been traded back, but FlyQuest may have just found their own to get into the enemy base as fast as possible. The ace, the death timers are far too long. FlyQuest put up one hell of a fight. They went the distance.
170 days since Team Liquid has been.
These were the best highlights from today's LCS matchup. Click that subscribe button faster than Ramus can say, okay. See you on the next one.